is the Changans CS75 Plus, a car that so many of you have asked us to review. With a sticker price of 131,000 dirhams in the UAE, let us find out if it has what it takes to offer better value for money than Chinese competitors like the Haval H6, Japanese competitors like the Honda CR-V, and Korean competitors like the Hyundai Tucson. Let's get started. Now, those of you who follow our channel closely will remember that we reviewed the Changans CS85 and the CS95 a few months ago. And in both those reviews, I said that they were the best Chinese cars I had ever driven. Since the CS75 uses the same 2-liter turbo engine that puts out 233 horsepower and 360 Newton meters of torque, along with the same 8-speed ICE-in gearbox, it is just as good to drive. In fact, it might be even better because it's smaller, lighter, and more agile. In addition to 3 drive modes, Eco, Normal and Sport, the CS75 Plus has more than enough power to accelerate to 100 km per hour in 9 seconds and to a top speed of 200 km per hour. Speaking of performance, the suspension setup is on the stiffer side, minimizing body roll through the bends, but still supple enough to absorb bumps at lower speeds. When it comes to the interior, Changan is definitely out to make a statement and change people's perceptions about Chinese luxury. Red and black leather covers nearly the entire cabin, along with piano black and metal trims. But what is worth mentioning is just how solid and well built it all feels. Space in the back, be it headroom or legroom, is in line with what the competition has to offer. But it is great to see that Changan has gone the extra mile and continued the same great quality in the back as well. There's also rear AC vents and a USB charging outlet. On the feature front, the Changans CS75 Plus, like all other Changan models, is bound to blow you away. Sure, it has all the regular stuff you'd expect in a fully loaded SUV, like memory seats that are power adjustable and with ventilation, a panoramic roof, navigation, and mirror link for smartphone connectivity, but that is not what sets this car apart from its rivals. The features that set it apart are its automated parking capabilities and the option to move the car forward or backward from outside using the key fob. This is now a demonstration of how the self-parking system works on the CS75 Plus. Many cars have a self-parking system in today's day and age, but the CS75 takes it a step further. Let me show you why. Once it's detected a space, it gives you the option to either park while you are inside the vehicle or step outside and park the car from the remote. Let's do that one. So let's select remote parking. And now that we are outside the vehicle, we just need to long press the parking button. Once we do that, the car is going to adjust itself, get in position to take the parking spot that we selected when we were inside. And from then on, it's a completely automated process. I'm not pressing anything on the key. The car is going to go into the parking space. It's selecting all the gears by itself, reverse, drive, moving the steering wheel. There's no camera tricks or anything like that going on. We've got a GoPro stuck inside to show you that there's absolutely no one in there controlling this car right now. What I like about the system is also the fact that it will get the car right in the center of the parking space. It will take a while to adjust, but the end result is absolutely perfect. And there you have it. It's parked itself while we are outside the vehicle. But wait, that's not all. Once it's done, it's going to automatically switch the hazard lights and the engine off and lock itself. What more could you ask for at just 131,000 dirhams? Then There's the huge 12-inch infotainment screen, the fully digital instrument cluster display, and 360-degree cameras, all of which are extremely high-res and far more modern than what any of its rivals have to offer. Finally, the CS75 Plus stands out from its rivals with its suite of safety tech that uses a bunch of cameras and sensors in addition to things like lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, and forward collision avoidance to drive itself down the highway. Yes, it's truly remarkable. When it comes to the styling, the Changans CS85 that we reviewed a few months ago got called out for looking like a BMW X4. The CS95 that we reviewed got called out for looking like a Range Rover. But this, the CS75 Plus, looks completely unique and in a good way. The slim LED headlamps, large grille, and DRLs that run the full width do give it a unique appearance. Since this is the sport model, it gets some red accents along the bodywork and 19-inch wheels. But what I love most about the design are the rear tail lamps and the quad exhaust pipes, all of which are functional. At 131,000 dirhams, the Changans CS75 Plus changes perceptions. It looks better, it drives better, and it has far more tech than any of its Chinese, Japanese, or Korean rivals can offer. If you're still skeptical about just how far the Chinese have come or the CS75 Plus, then I'd highly urge you to go to the nearest Changan showroom and test drive it for yourself, because I have a very good feeling that you will be pleasantly surprised. Thanks for watching.